In every human interaction, no matter if you are having a discussion with someone, you are negotiating with someone, or even when you are arguing with someone, you should have heard of win-win situation, whereby both parties try to come to a solution that is actually mutually beneficial. It is going to be beneficial to me and it is going to be beneficial to you at the same time. I win and you win. So in today's video, we are going to see how we can build a win-win situation and how to always think win-win in our interaction with other people. Which is why the title for today's video is the third alternative. So think of, we are having a discussion, me and you. So I got my idea my way and you got your idea and your way. So between us, we have two options, two alternatives. But to achieve win-win, it is not about my way, it's not about your way. It is about a better and a higher way that is actually mutually beneficial. So to achieve win-win, the only option that we have is the third alternative, a way that we are both happy and satisfied with. Now, before we dive deeper into win-win, let's talk about some other interaction that we are going to face, or I should say, we are part of it. Firstly, we have win-lose. I win and you lose. This type of interaction is very, very common out there. Because as a normal person, we always feel like I'm right and you are wrong. So we will always try to convince other people to accept our idea, to listen to what we say. Basically, I want my way, not yours. Even for myself, I feel guilty of this because as much as I try to remind myself to think of win-win, but there are some times that I hold on strongly to my self-belief up to a level that I'm not ready to accept others people's idea. And we are kind of scripted with win-lose mentality since we are born. Just think of how children compare with each other. When we are young, we compete and compare even with our siblings. We compete and fight with each other. And this happens naturally because parents just don't teach their children how to fight. It is like, I'm going to do better than my sister so that my parents will love me more. Or I feel like my parents love my sister more. I'm not going to share her anything anymore. So you see, even children, they will compete with each other so that they get more love from their parents, or they will compare the amount of love that is given by their parents. Even in school, okay, I score higher than everyone in the school, so I'm not going to help other people with their homework because I want to secure my top spot. And in workplace, think about, I get more sales than you. I'm not going to teach you how to close more sales because I need to secure my top spot in the company. You see, win-lose, I win and you lose, mostly come out of competition. There's no cooperation, there is just comparison. And usually, people with authority will tend to use their position and their power to get what they want. So it is like, taking a very simple example, your managers will come to you and say, okay, just don't ask any question, just do as I said, follow my instruction. Now, a simple piece of instruction here showing that your manager is winning and you are losing. Of course, there are places for win-lose mentality, but most of the time in our life, we don't always need to compete and compare with other people. It is like, you're not going to ask other people, who is winning in your marriage, you or your wife? Or you're not going to ask other people, who you love more, your wife or your children? Another type of person, they will go for lose-win. It's like, never mind, I lose and you win. They will always tolerate everything. They give in and give up because they seek their strength through popularity and also acceptance by others. They will just please everybody so that they will be accepted by people around them. They will just bury their feelings and never ever express their opinions. They bury their feelings alive, but they never realize that later on, eventually, it will come out in an uglier way. So just don't practice lose-win. And you see, win-lose people, they take advantage over lose-win people because one person wanted to win and another willing to lose. And when two win-lose people interact, whereby both person wanted to win and they also wanted the other person to lose, it will eventually end up in a lose-lose situation. So it is very important that we think and practice win-win. But we need to be aware of what we are doing because most of the time, we think that what we do is win-win. It's good for everybody. But in the real situation, it is not. Just think of, you are a leader in your company. So while having a discussion with your team, you conclude that, okay, we are going to use the old method that is proven working. At the same time, you reject the new ideas that are coming out from your team, because you think for your company, yes, it is good for the company because you don't want to take the risk and you know the old method is working. It is proven working. But in the discussion, you are the person that is actually winning, but your team is losing because your team don't get to explore a new way to do the same thing. Alright? So you can see here, it is very easy to fall into the trap that we feel like, okay, what we do is good for everybody, is good for the company. But the situation, it is like you are winning and your team is losing. So how can we actually practice win-win? From my readings, there are 2 points that I would like to share in this video. Number 1, abundance mentality. This is the mentality of thinking there is plenty out there for everyone. This is something that you need to work on your inner core, because if you know that there is a lot of opportunity out there, you will not hold on tight on something. You will feel like everyone is equal. You are not inferior and I'm not superior. I'm not any better than you. On the other way around, people with scarcity mentality, they see only one pie. When other people grab the big portion of the pie, they will start to get worried because there is not much left for them to grab. So people will tend to go into win-lose. So they will just grab the portion that they want to grab and then they don't care about other people. Or people will go into lose-win because it's like, okay, you just grab whatever portion you want to grab. I will just grab whatever left over in the pie there. But abundance mentality, people with this mentality thinks differently. They are not worried when they see other people grab the big portion of the pie because they know there are more pies out there. This is the mentality we need to have. We need to work on what we are doing. We need to always improve and get better and better and build up the personal security, the personal worth. Come to a level that we can sense that, okay, your success will not take away my success. There will always be another pie out there. Number 2, maturity. So when can we actually consider ourselves to be matured? Is it a time where we finally able to be considerate? We always put ourselves in other people's shoes. We always understand other people. Or when we have the courage to actually express our ideas and talk to other people. But the real answer is that you need to have both. You need to replace the or with the and, because you need to be courageous and at the same time you need to be considerate. You need to balance both the courage and the considerate. There is one sentence that I came across that can describe maturity, and that is the ability to express one's own feelings and convictions, balanced with the consideration for the thoughts and feelings of others. So, balance what you want with what other people want. You need to be courageous to express your ideas and feelings, but at the same time, considerate others' people's ideas and feelings. I truly believe abundance mentality and maturity are the ways to go in building up the win-win mentality, because we know that it is not necessary for other people to lose in order for us to win, and it is not necessary for us to compromise. We can both win, but there will be some people out there that they focus on win-lose. They just wanted to win. So whenever we came across dealing with these people, we have to always remember to work on our inner core. We need to work on something that we can control, which is ourselves. Now, whenever we deal with people with win-lose mentality, we need to stay longer in the communication. We listen with greater depth, we respect them, and also we appreciate their point of view. You see, it is easy to actually be considerate. It's like you sit here, listen to the other person, trying to understand them, alright? Trying to be in their shoes, alright? But it is hard to have the courage to actually express your opinion and your ideas, especially in your workplace, alright, or even in school. It's like students most likely do not have the courage to actually express their idea to their teacher, alright. Sometimes they know that, okay, I have a better idea, but they just don't have the courage to express their idea. Or even in workplace, when we are dealing with our superior, our managers or our boss, alright, it's easy to sit there and listen to what they wanted to say, to understand them, understand the company's situation. But then, It is hard to have the courage to actually express our idea or our opinion to our superior. This is what I see. This is what I see based on my experience out there. So remember, to achieve win-win, you need to have the courageous, and also you need to be considerate. You need to be courageous and be considerate at the same time. Now, sometimes to dealing with win-lose people, alright, you just need to keep on hammering it out until the other person realize that, okay, you really wanted to go for win-win. It's like, I want to win and I want you to win, or else no deal. And there will be a few people out there that really wanted to win and they won't change their mind. So remember, a part of win-win, there is another option for you, which is no deal. Start learning and practicing win-win mentality, so that everyone is going to be happy and satisfied with the outcome and eventually able to work together better. Before I end this video, win-win is great, but there are places for win-lose and lose-win. Just for example, sometimes we really need to go into lose-win with our family or our loved one. You know that, right? So with our family or our loved one, we know that sometimes we really need to compromise. So that's it for this video. A win for you is that I hope that my video in my channel can help you in some way, and a win for me is that if you can smash the like button, share it out, and consider giving me a subscribe, and it will be very, very great. Now you can see from this video here, I purposely put this right here. So this is one of the cool stuff I have in my house. It is like a small ecosystem here, right? It looks so cool. It looks really, really cool. Although the plant inside is not real, but it looks really, really cool with the light around it. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.